You know, for all the horrible things that have been happening, this is very chill music. Hey, welcome back to more Limbus Company. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we did a little bit of just running through the canto, but mostly we're just pulling for a high show. And this time we'll be continuing on with our dungeoneering. Or working through the mansion, I guess. Either or. This one, oh, this is actually a focused encounter against the pointless researcher of the ring? I mean, yeah, we know it's the ring. They even have the sanguine pointillism that Kim Ji-hoon fears. But we can get through this fairly reasonably, I think. Very fitting that Ryoshi gets the first clash of this fight. I actually entirely forgot that this was a focused encounter. I thought that this was unfocused. But, nope. Either way, should be fairly easy. This is not a very difficult fight. I mean, the ring researchers, they can roll decently. I mean, like, right there, that's what, up to an 11 or so? It's like, that's reasonable for the very start of the fight. But they can also, you know, reuse skill is of course going to be a little bit of an issue. But we should be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. We just have to make sure that we're a bit smart about this. 13. It's 14, so you're not the greatest odds. So we'll just go like that. I think poking on the echoes of the manor will be pretty nice. I think that'll be useful. Heart Seal. I mean, this one I don't think will matter as much that we get the echoes of the manor, but I do think having the big guy with echoes on will be nice. We have to get we would have had to get very lucky in order to win that clash. I love the music in this game. I know I've talked about it a little bit before, but the music just fucking rules, man. Just overall, absolute bops going on. Gets you up to just 2 count. Well, that's not gonna help our count, but is gonna help everything else. We probably take out the pointillist this turn, this upcoming turn. 147. We just go like you, and then everything else we just go out into damage on this guy. We'll probably actually change to that so we can get a little bit more damage in. Let's get the 1 coin out of the way. I mean, it's still enough to mulch the guy, but I don't think we do quite enough damage to kill. Yeah, that was a very quick turnaround. Yeah, not quite enough. But what we can do is, if we just do that, and like honestly, that should be fine. Again, he's only got 13 HP. So we needed 2 coins for that. Oh no. But shockingly, not killed. Researcher not killed. We actually stopped him fleeing enemies with a swift swing of her scabbard. I know I wouldn't give less of a crap what kind of art the ring makes. But this one, I find this one quite interesting. The ring playing it being oofy. What is this, kind of pop art? The ring? What's the ring? The middle neighbor or something? Neighbor. Yeah, I don't really know much about them. You do notice that they're all at least halfway insane, so it's beautiful and all that. They went their own gallery and display their own art. None of their work is quite to my taste. How pitiful. You do not understand the true philosophical beauty of pointillism. Is the maestro involved in this? Where are they? The maestro wouldn't bother to be in a place like this, would they? Besides, we're not even a part of the ring anymore. Then what are you? You think I'd tell you that so easy? Heathcliff tore the man's head clean off with the full swing of his club. None of this chaos mattered to him. Only the coffin he was walking toward mattered. Catherine's coffin. We get the happy music? Yeah! Again, very fitting that Ryoshu gets that. Where it all went wrong. Heathcliff! It's just starting to get interesting. What are you gonna do, Heathcliff? All of us in it? I'm gonna get Kathy out of the experiment pod, machine, a coat, whatever it is. What about those people in the glass pots? Don't think you can stop me with meaningless, please. You already know what a heartless bastard I am. You know how much I've been waiting for this moment. Heathcliff, wait, give us some time. There has to be a way to shut down the power supply. Pick up the wooden bar for this coffin and... Don't lecture me! Don't even try! Really think you can change my mind? Maybe this is the time to beat the sense back into him like we discussed earlier on the bus. That's one. I knew it! You were nothing but a band of thieves, huh? Coming to pilfer my home. Master Hindley, you, what did you give to the dead rabbits? Boss, where have you been this whole time? You have any idea the state the dead rabbits are in? When I mentioned the rumor, eh? The dead rabbits were like, woo, Heathcliff, take it easy, lad. This is my home, damn it! I nearly had that game. It was mine, for that bloody bastard hadn't gotten that card. But, Mr. Hindley, I did advise you that such problems require a deeper consideration. When everything starts to grow suddenly going wrong in your life, the god's got to be lurking somewhere, hiding just out of your sight. Right, I'm giving it some thought. Giving some thought to where everything went wrong. And I see it now. Cause of all this misery. Just that thing that everything went wrong. That day. That one bloody winter night! When some lowlife fag would chow their eyes of my home before my eyes with the broken pieces of my violin! That's when everything went wrong! Should have died that day, succumbed to frostbite all alone! Some colourless backstreet shithole! Calm yourself, Mr. Hindley. What to tell them running low on manpower? There's no need to waste our strength against them. No, I can have them! I'll have you know that I have gone through several augmentation procedures that were sent to a boarding school by your father where you learned how to fight. Hindley glared at Matthew with a look of reproach for a moment, as though he was about to lash out at him for cutting his sentence short, then scoffed. I was once the master of this manor. Not like you low-life hooligans who crawled in here looking to retrieve which does not belong to you. Stay out of my way then. I'm gonna kill that mangy dog. Should have killed him when I had the chance. Except not this time. Because that's the next... I have my main account up on my phone just to see, like, when these fights go in. Okay, this is unfocused. But yeah, I have it, so I know exactly when all of the important fights are coming up. So, yeah. Like I said, a pretty easy fight. It's just against normal dead rabbits. Nothing really much to worry about for that. A simple fight. Obsidian Grass, however, this one is an unfocused boss fight. Well, eventually becomes an unfocused boss fight. At least yeah, it is unfocused. But Hindley will be showing up in this one, I believe. Okay. Just wanted to double check. There's a extra line. I don't actually know if it's voiced. but I don't think it's voiced. But there is an extra line that Wild Hunt will say in this encounter. Bonk. It is just one wave, okay. Because this is, in the mirror dungeon, or one of the mirror dungeon, packs for this Kanto, this is one of the boss fights for it, and it shows up as 2 waves, but only 1 wave here. The boss fights for that one are this, Josephine, and 2 fights from now, I think. Yeah. Yeah, 2 fights from now. I love, like... There we go. So Film doesn't say that you are nothing but prey. Hindley shows up. Hindley's, like, not the most destructive. He's just, like... He's fine. Ow. Ooh, getting the echoes in is gonna be nice. It's kind of weird that there's no Hindley identity. There's no identity matching Hindley at all. You have ones matching everything else, basically, but... nothing for Hindley. Just to go over Hindley's stuff. Gains offense level up at minus sanity. He regains slots so that we're always equal. Yeah. If you clash with him for long enough, he starts getting pretty powerful, but he's not really strong enough for that to matter. Not as clashes as in, like, just total encounters against, like, you know what I mean by clashes. And I think he's still at the negative 45 for next turn. Because I don't think he was panicked quite yet. Oh, but he staggered anyways. So, yeah. Not a difficult fight. But it is still a boss fight. A couple strikes there. Bonk, bonk. Yeah, we get the kill in this turn. Yeah, not a particularly difficult fight. Unfocused boss fights are pretty easy, but yeah, shite. Yeah, what'd I tell you, Mr. Hindley? Again and again. Where are the obsidian grass? You. Wait. Wasn't the Rabbit's boss supposed to be working for Hindley? So why does it look like he's provoking Hindley to fight us? He's trying to rile him up. And what's that about the obsidian grass? Ah, don't you get it? Talking about black clovers. Playing cards for poker. Shaping the color. But we're not gonna get more information yet. I don't know why they couldn't have just done that at the beginning. Whatever. Thank you, Heathcliff. Only one enemy. And this is the first one that I believe for the rest of the Kanto, Heathcliff is required in combat. With one exception. Let's clear that out. They're sitting grass! Damn it, now I see! It was you! It was you all along! No, it's always like this! It's run by these opportunistic, backstabbing fuckers who always only goes where to suck my fortune dry! Never was a place for me! Not even here in this vast manor of Wuthering Heights! Why? It's always a bloody vagabond who failed our home! Why should I be subject to such... Huh? Who's that? Hindley begins throwing his arms at nothing and speaking to the void. Yes, exactly, you understand! All I wanted was a small fancy violin. That's all it was, but it tossed me to the mud pits in the rain like I was a rabid dog. Yes, I remember every single word of what my father told me. Of course I do! I can recite from the top of my head. He's snorting. Hindley! I regret that I cannot bring myself to consider reprobate like you as my own child. That boy Heathcliff is more like my son than you should ever be! All these fellows have the edge of suffering as my fellow dogmen had, muttered all to themselves, as though they were conversing with an invisible partner. Then, Bristow, can you stop us like you did last time? It is impossible. I'm attempting to approach him, yet I feel an equal force pushing me in the opposite direction. Unlike the case with the monolith, this is a distortion occurring as it normally should. Faust explains that such distortion case occurs though it has been ordained by fate itself. Once the sequence is started, it cannot be stopped without a strong will from the subject of the distortion. Then, yes, he will distort. Yes, of course. I've no reason to protect Wuthering Heights anymore. Not a single one! This place that never once welcomed me. This home! Can't you see? Wuthering Heights is rotting away! Sickening, robbing stench that penetrates your nostrils! Can't you feel it? This rot! This isn't much of a surprise, is it? It's absorbed so much hatred over the years. Every cat, even Catherine, must have hated me as she expired. So, Wuthering Heights, this decaying manor, must crumble. It's simply as it should be! I never even had a moment of contentment as long as I was here at the manor, but at least I lived like a human being when Mr. Earnshaw was alive. Even then, Hindley was always looking for a chance to torture me, but Mr. Earnshaw would always raise his cane and drag Hindley to his room. Right. Mr. Earnshaw favored me. I had his affection. The same affection would have gone to Hindley had I not been there. I was still a poor child with nothing to my name, but to this bastard, that affection was what mattered most. Expensive augmentation procedures, his inheritance, all the butlers were to be in his service, and none of that mattered more than his father's love. I knew that. Even as a boy, I had a knack for sussing these things out. So whenever Hindley would provoke me with my relationship to Catherine, I would shut back amusing his craving for his father's love. And that was the only way that I could deny the truth that, at least in this manner, I was beneath him. It must have been around then when he started blaming me for every single one of his misfortunes. The fact that he never got that violin, the fact that his father stopped receiving his morning greetings. Perhaps even when he lost the mare to gambling, when he learned that Catherine had left nothing for him in her will, he might have blamed me still. You're right. Maybe he did. I thought something was off when he started talking so boldly at me, not realizing what a mess he'd become. Now it's like the spider's just walking himself into hell, making himself look large and threatening, swinging his claws with abandon, but I can see right through his facade. I see a poor abandoned dog, abandoned by Mr. Earnshaw, cast out from Wuthering Heights. A part of me thinks he's just pathetic, but I also feel a bit of pity. Well, the musicians say nothing in the end. Let's put him out of his misery first. The Reeves Lamenter is a bit of a tricky fight. He will go into a new phase at 40% HP. He will recover from stagger. Yeah. Or after his first recovery, I guess we read that. Basically, with this one, do not let him kill any of your allies. I mean, obviously, you don't ever want to get, your guys to die, but, especially so with Hindley. He does a lot of healing. I'll remove you. Bloody Bastard is pretty strong, but if you have good speed ranges, you should be fine. A lot of things unmet, though. So, we'll start with... we might as well use Requiem. I think we want to make sure we hit the Buddy Bastards first. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. A nice start right away. Ooh. Ooh. Luckily, we kind of lucked out that I think on heads hit that he heals. Maybe shield is not insignificant. It's not a huge amount, but it's not horrible either. I remember having a lot of difficulty with this fight when I was first playing through. And god damn. Sanity Hatred. On Clash win, he will gain offense level up, and Clash lose, he will gain defense level up. And yeah, if we could go into This Is My Home is an incredibly, very scary move. Does a lot of damage. Inflicts fragile for those next 2 hits. If you have a lot of bleed, so basically if you have 10 bleed beforehand, which not unreasonable to get, then you'll do a ton more damage, and you can reuse the skill, I believe, completely unopposed. If you have low HP, yeah, it's just problems all around. You can redirect it, which is very nice. That does make things a lot better, a lot easier to deal with, but yeah. I think we want to do on there. Yeah, everything else is dominating. The sinking does help, I will say. Nightmare Hunt, not gonna do it. Not gonna really do the extra damage just because we don't have. Well, a bit of sinking absorption from that, but Dullahan brought in. Now again, this would be a lot easier if my first time through would have been a lot easier if I had sinking, and we do have sinking for this. So that does help, plus a wall purchase unit always helps. I'll get you. We'll use it on Heathcliff. If he has the lowest speed, he gains extra base power, and he inflicts a lot of fucking shit. Slash damage. Inflicts 1 inferiority complex. I have no other idea what that is, but whatever. We are at least fine on... it doesn't matter, really. So we'll just keep Dullahan as is. That's fine. He is still at negative 45 for this turn. He'll recover back to full next turn, but... at least for this one, we're good. Not bad, not bad. One thing I do like about a lot of these teams, it's like I do think it would have been nice if, like, I get that, you know, 2 stars are very limiting to your game design, but also they're kind of fun. Because it can leave things like Faust, who, yes, she's definitely not anywhere near as strong as, you know, the 3 stars, but she does serve her niche as being a mini Otis. Not as much Echo's infliction, but still capable of it. Doesn't roll as well, but still isn't horrible. Just nice overall. I believe he has a couple new moves that we can go into. Give It Back is unclashable, but it does do a decent bit of damage. But a lot of it is just, you know, heads up and... Oh, never mind. Alright. Oh, is that prevent that from happening? Huh, weird. You little... I mean, that actually is 17 roll. Not bad. But I think we just got a very good timing on our... Right, that's unclashable. But, you can't evade unclashables, which is swell. But I don't think that'll really matter. It's gonna be... We're gonna be cuffed by the phase transition, I think. It's gonna stop taking damage pretty soon. Which is not the best, but... The 830 is minimum. I do look a bit buffer, but I could just be making that up. But he is back at the 0 sanity, but 17 sinking count is... Or 10 sinking count, rather. Yeah. Is that, I think that's extra damage on him. Yeah, every time this unit is hit, take extra... 20% face speed damage. What the fuck does that charge me? Oh, I'm guessing that one is by amount of status. On use, lose 15. Yeah, we'll go there. Got a favorite on that. Yisong, only a favorite on that. I'm not the biggest fan of. But it's our only... we're not actually going to be able to count to hit everything, I don't think. Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. I really hope that 830 was the... It was 829, really? Really? Fucking 829 instead of 830. Whatever. He's gonna be in panic, so you'll be... negative SP. Where's Heathcliff? I haven't a clue. Most likely dozing off in some corner, like the lazy bum he is. Oi, Heathcliff, where the hell are you? Lady Catherine has finally returned! Chop chop, come on, better welcome like the other servants have. Heathcliff, what are you sulking for? Have you forgotten me? Oh, it's a little Heathcliff. I don't call you ever permitting to act so disrespectful, my dear sister. Why are you laughing at me? Huh? Why would you say a thing like that? I never laughed at you. I just wanted to know you don't appear very happy to see me. It was long since we last met, and you're so dirty. Dirty? Right, just the way I was born. I'd like to be dirty, and I'll be as dirty as I want to be. What? Heathcliff! The day when Heathcliff denied me for the first time. At first, I'm proud of smile my brother than when he watched it happen. I wonder if Heathcliff, who stormed off the barn, was weeping. Catherine, you shrew! You dare conspire with your husband to take my home away from me! The only thing my father ever gave me! I do not want the pain from your youth to hold you back from living your life, dear brother. In the same pain you wield like a cudgel to thrash Heathcliff, to hurt me. I will try all so I can see you recover. Would you rather choose to abandon every opportunity that was ever given to you, rather walk yourself to that abyss?
제압이 잘 진행되고 있어. 이대로면 큰 손실이 일어나기 전에 모든 게 안정화될 거야. 걱정할 필요가 없는 건 좋네. 잘했어.
I do really like... So, and obviously, you know, a lot of the time you expect battle music to be, you know, very upbeat, very exciting. But I like the fact that they do just, like, chill it out. And this is, like, sad. Because, like, Hindley is pathetic, right? That's kind of his whole thing. He's a pathetic man with a pathetic life. And it's kind of just, like, sad, more than anything else, that Hindley has become all of this. That he's falling into distortion, blaming Heathcliff for stuff that wasn't even his fault. I mean, in the end, it was his dad that decided to like Heathcliff more than this lamentable sack of shit. But still, like, you're not supposed to feel bad for Hindley. Like, he is an unforgivable douchebag. But at the same time, you're not supposed to see him as, like, this 100% villain. Like, as someone who, you know, is just, you know, the card-carrying supervillain, like, twiddling his evil mustache, because that's just not Hindley. He's just, as Heathcliff said in the observation log, he's just kind of a pathetic mutt. But that's really all there is to him. He is just kind of pathetic. Worthless, pathetic, unloved, and other assorted synonyms. That's a problem. Oh, good heavens. That's quite the problem for us. I was trying to do like a dramatic, like, oh, we're gonna let the music play, but, and then, Gregor did fucking die. And sadly, I don't have any sloth to use. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten any extra shots on it, but I can pop out a suddenly one day, I suppose. I don't think we'll. It'll be close. We might be able to do enough. I forgot that Wild Hunt just like kind of lets people live for an extra turn. And that's a nice little detail. They don't say anything if they're dead. Are you gonna actually get jabroni by the 2-star? Not quite. But he's just so weak at this point, he can't even do anything. Again, he's completely weak, completely useless. He's only a 10th. Like, they go all in on the fact that Hindley really is just kind of pathetic and useless. And again, I've already said the other assorted synonyms. I think it's fitting for Heathcliff to finish the job. I know this for certain! That Catherine died because you dared to set foot in our manor, interloper! You are but a wretched devil that never should have come to our home. Well, your father likes me more than he likes you. You may be one warming stuff by the fireplace now, but I'm the one your father truly cares about. Me, a poor child from the filthy back streets. Oh, poor Heathcliff. He never should have said such a thing. You fucking might! Come on, hit me if you want. Take it. Anything your father would say when he sees you wounds you inflicted on me. His words returned to thorny roots and buried themselves in my brother's hearts as long as he lived. No matter how many times he thrashed Heathcliff to exhaustion, no matter how much time passed after father's death, they remained. Yes, that's when Hindley began to believe that Heathcliff was here to take everything he ever had. Give it back. Give it back. My home, my future, my violin! Ah! Poor, pathetic, weakling Hindley. And Heathcliff couldn't even get the most damage. But that will do it for this time, and next time we will be continuing along our Canto 6 ways. Ooh. But until then, see you guys later.